Unless they alter their courses, which there's no reason that they should, they'll reach the plantation in 2 days at the latest.
Leiningen sucked placidly at a cigar about the size of a corn cob, and for a few seconds gazed without answering at an agitated district commissioner. Then he took the cigar from his lips and leaned slightly forward. With his bristling gray hair, bulky nose, and lucid eyes, he had the look of an aging and shabby eagle.
Decent of you.
He murmured,
Paddling all this way just to give me the tip. But you are pulling my leg, of course, when you say I must do a bump. Why, even a herd of saurian couldn't drive me from this plantation of mine.
The same evening, however, Leiningen assembled his workers. He had no intention of waiting till the news reached their ears from other sources. Most of them had been born in the district. The cry,
"The ants are coming!"
was to them an imperative signal for instant panic-stricken flight, a spring for life itself. But so great was the Indians' trust in Leiningen, the Leiningen's word and the Leiningen's wisdom, that they received his curt tidings and his orders for the immediate struggle. With the calmness with which they are given, they waited unafraid, alert, as if for the beginning of a new game or hunt, which he had just described to them. The ants were indeed mighty, but not so mighty as the hawks.
Let them come!
The waterfall ditch was one of the defense measures which Leiningen had long since prepared against the advent of the ants. The ants were building their bridges. Leiningen got up on a chair.
Hey lads, listen to me.
He cried slowly and listily from all sides of the trench. The men began to shuffle toward him, the apathy of the death already stamped on their faces.
Listen, lads.
He shouted,
You're frightened of those beggars, but I'm proud of you. There's still a chance to save our lives by flooding the plantation from the river. Now, one of you might manage to get as far as the weir, but he'd never come back. Well, I'm not going to let you try it. If I did, I'd be worse than one of those ants. No, I called the tune, and now I'm going to pay the piper. The moment I'm over the ditch, set fire to petrol. That'll allow time for the flood to do the trick. Then all you have to do is to wait here all snug and quiet till I'm back. Yes, I'm coming back, trust me.
He grinned.
When I'm finished my slimming cure.
He pulled on high leather boots, drew heavy gauntlets over his hands, and stuffed the spaces between breeches and boots, gauntlets with arms, shirt and neck with rags soaked in petrol. With closely fitting mosquito goggles, he shielded his eyes, knowing too well the ant's dodge of first robbing the victim of sight. Finally, he plugged his nostrils and ears with cotton wool, and let the peons drench his clothes with petrol. Leiningen ran. He ran in long, equal strides, with only one thought, one sensation in his being. He must get through. He dodged all the trees. The ants should have no opportunity to alight on him. That they would get to him soon, despite the slave on his boots, the patrol on his clothes. He realized only too well, but he knew even more surely that he must, and that he would, get to the weir. Leiningen lying on his bed, his body swathed from head to foot in bandages. With fomentations and slaves, they had managed to stop the bleeding, and had dressed his wounds. Now they thronged around him, one question in every face. Would he recover?
He won't die if he doesn't want to.